Many people believe they are eating healthy to protect their heart. Still, the scary truth is that some vegetables that seem harmless may quietly cause inflammation, raise blood pressure, and lead to a heart attack. Especially the third one, which is extremely common but extremely dangerous. After turning 60, our hearts are no longer as flexible as they used to be. Blood vessels become weaker, blood pressure becomes unstable, and even a minor mistake during a meal can trigger the heart into a state of alert. Unfortunately, many older adults still believe the advice that eating a lot of vegetables is good, without realizing that some so-called healthy vegetables contain compounds that can raise bad cholesterol, inflame blood vessels, and cause an irregular heartbeat. That is why in today's video, as a cardiologist, I want to warn you about 5 types of vegetables that are not good for heart health in older adults. These are not vague warnings. They are based on medical research, real clinical experience, and personal experiences with emergencies. I will also share healthy alternatives and anti-inflammatory foods that help lower blood pressure and protect your cardiovascular health safely and practically that you can apply every day. 1. Eggplant. The silent traitor to an aging heart. Eggplant is a classic dish, easy to prepare, and often considered healthy. But for those over 60, it could pose a hidden threat to heart health due to a natural compound it contains called solanine. Solanine can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, leading to increased blood pressure, mild irregular heartbeat, and inflammation of blood vessel walls, all of which force the heart to work harder. When it builds up in the body of an older adult, solanine may raise the risk of a heart attack, especially in people who already experience symptoms like fatigue after eating, palpitations, or trouble sleeping, classic heart attack, early warning signs that are often ignored. What's alarming is that solanine is not entirely broken down during cooking. Whether grilled, stir-fried, or steamed, it requires temperatures above 240 C to start breaking down. This makes eggplant a silent traitor. It may look harmless, but it can harm the heart if consumed too often. The best approach is to limit eggplant to 1 or 2 times per week, especially for seniors who have experienced heart attack symptoms. Before cooking, peel the skin, soak the slices in salted water for at least 15 minutes, and cook thoroughly to reduce toxicity as much as possible. However, if you experience heart racing, unusual tiredness, or struggle to sleep after eating, stop immediately and monitor how your body reacts. Instead of eggplant, older adults should focus on vegetables that are safer and more heart-friendly. Pumpkin is rich in beta-carotene, which helps reduce inflammation in blood vessels. Zucchini is easy to digest and low in toxins. Ripe tomatoes contain lycopene, a powerful antioxidant proven to help prevent heart attacks. A slight change in your daily diet can make a big difference in your heart health. 2. Green bell peppers. Vibrant in color, but risky for your heart. Green bell peppers are a popular ingredient in many dishes thanks to their mild sweetness crunch and high vitamin C content. However, few people realize that this vegetable contains a significant amount of lectins, a type of plant protein that can silently trigger inflammation in the body, which is especially dangerous for older adults. Lectins can bind to the lining of the gut, damage the mucosal barrier, and allow harmful substances to leak into the bloodstream. This leads to chronic immune activation, which causes low-grade persistent inflammation. A key underlying factor in cardiovascular disease. In seniors, this condition can also affect the autonomic nervous system, leading to a rapid heartbeat, difficulty regulating blood pressure, and mild imbalance symptoms that are often mistaken for stress or fatigue. When green bell peppers are consumed frequently, older adults may experience palpitations after meals, irregular heartbeat, or even dizziness when standing up, suddenly signs that could be related to heart attack symptoms in older people without being recognized as such. To reduce this risk, older individuals should limit their consumption of green bell peppers to no more than 1 or 2 times per week, and avoid eating them raw or lightly sauteed. If included in meals, they should be thoroughly cooked to reduce lectin activity. However, for those who have experienced heart attack early signs, it's best to eliminate this vegetable from the diet. Instead, choose red or yellow bell peppers. They are riper, contain fewer lectins, and are richer in antioxidants. You can also consider baby spinach, kale, or broccoli sprouts, all excellent options for reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and helping to prevent a heart attack. For older adults, choosing the right vegetables not only supports digestion, but also is one of the simplest ways to keep the heart healthy every day. 3. White potatoes. A sweet root that quietly puts your heart at risk. White potatoes are one of the most consumed foods in America. They're easy to eat, inexpensive, and found in countless dishes, from mashed potatoes to fries, soups, and stews. However, few people know that white potatoes have a very high glycemic index (GI), making them a hidden danger for older adults at risk of heart disease. When you eat white potatoes, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly, causing your body to release a surge of insulin to bring them back down. If this happens frequently, it can trigger inflammation in the blood vessels, damage the inner lining of the arteries, and eventually lead to atherosclerosis, a major cause of a heart attack. On top of that, this rapid blood sugar reaction generates free radicals that can harm heart muscle cells and increase the risk of heart failure signs and symptoms. The danger is even greater for seniors with underlying conditions like type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, or those who have experienced heart attack symptoms in women, such as fatigue, after eating, mild chest discomfort, or shortness of breath during exertion. Dishes like crispy fries, cheesy baked potatoes, or steamed potatoes served with heavy sauces only exacerbate the issue due to the combination of saturated fat and fast-acting starch. A safer option is to replace white potatoes with slow-digesting carbohydrates that help stabilize blood sugar and reduce strain on the heart. Some good alternatives include sweet potatoes, lower GI. Rich in fiber, help control insulin levels, rolled oats. Great for blood vessels and help reduce cholesterol. Quinoa or brown rice, high in magnesium and B vitamins, supports steady heart rhythm. If you still want to enjoy potatoes, pair them with leafy greens and lean protein and avoid frying altogether. Boil them thoroughly. Skip the butter and salt, and you'll reduce the impact on your heart. For seniors, managing blood sugar isn't just about preventing diabetes, it's also a powerful natural way to avoid a heart attack. 4. Spicy red chili. A fiery seasoning that can push your heart rate into the danger zone. Spicy red chili is a favorite ingredient for many, adding heat and excitement to every bite. In modern medicine, its key compound capsaicin is recognized for its ability to improve circulation and alleviate pain. However, for people over 60, especially those with a history of heart disease, spicy food may do more harm than good. Capsaicin can stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, causing the heart to beat faster and temporarily increase blood pressure. In younger individuals, the body can usually recalibrate within minutes. But in older adults with weakened cardiovascular systems, this reaction may trigger arrhythmias leading to palpitations, a pounding heartbeat, or shortness of breath, classic heart attack symptoms in seniors that often go unnoticed or are mistaken for regular fatigue. There have been many cases of older adults being hospitalized after eating overly spicy meals at night, experiencing sudden spikes in blood pressure and rapid heartbeat. In some cases, these situations can escalate into a real heart attack, especially when combined with stress or chronic insomnia. A safer solution is to reduce the amount of spicy red chili in your meals, especially in the evening, or on days when your blood pressure or heart rate is unstable. If you still crave that warm sensation, try using ginger. Promotes mild vasodilation and better circulation. Safer for the heart. Black pepper or turmeric adds mild heat and aroma without overstimulating the nervous system. Ripe red bell peppers, vibrant in color, mildly sweet, rich in vitamin C, and do not raise heart rate. If you've previously experienced heart attack signs like mild palpitations after eating, facial flushing, or unusual fatigue, it is best to cut out spicy chilies from your diet entirely. Even small changes in seasoning can make a big difference in heart health, especially when your goal is to prevent a heart attack through a smart medication-free diet. 5. Canned corn. Convenient, but full of hidden risks for your heart. Canned corn is a quick and easy option that can be found in many meals, from corn soup and salads to stir-fries and grilled dishes. However, behind that convenience lies a hidden danger for older adults, particularly in terms of heart health, primarily due to the high levels of sodium and added sugars often found in these products. To extend shelf life and enhance flavor, canned corn is typically loaded with salt and corn syrup. This pushes sodium and sugar levels beyond what is safe for people over 60. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, constricts blood vessels, and forces the heart to pump harder. Meanwhile, added sugars spike insulin, increase triglycerides, and trigger inflammation in the arteries, all of which quietly set the stage for a heart attack. For older adults with a history of high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol, or prior heart attack symptoms in women, like fatigue after meals, mild nausea, or a racing heart at rest. Eating canned corn regularly may unknowingly raise their heart attack risk. To protect your cardiovascular system, it's best to avoid canned corn that contains corn syrup, high sodium, or chemical preservatives. If you must use it, rinse it thoroughly with clean water before cooking, or choose products labeled no salt added and unsweetened. A better choice is fresh corn that has been boiled or steamed. It retains its natural fiber and doesn't contain additives. You can also swap it for green peas, lentils, or soft-cooked oats, all of which support healthy blood pressure and help prevent a heart attack more effectively as part of a senior-friendly diet. Remember, not all canned foods are bad, but if you don't read the label carefully, you might unknowingly put your heart at risk over a food that seems completely harmless. After the age of 60, every food choice is no longer just about taste or convenience. It becomes a decision that directly impacts your heart health, blood pressure, and overall quality of life. Vegetables like eggplant, green bell peppers, white potatoes, spicy red chili, and canned corn, though familiar and easy to prepare, can carry serious risks for older adults if used incorrectly or too frequently. What makes this even more concerning is that heart attack symptoms in older adults often appear silently. They are easy to overlook or confuse with ordinary fatigue. But just one small change in your daily meals, removing risky foods and replacing them with safer, heart-friendly vegetables, can help prevent a heart attack naturally without the need for medication or medical intervention. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your loved ones, especially your parents or grandparents, so they don't unknowingly put their hearts at risk because of a familiar meal. And don't forget to hit subscribe to keep receiving practical, easy-to-follow tips that help keep aging hearts strong and healthy, starting right from your kitchen.